somatic movement for lower back pain relief. Lower back pain is probably one of the wider physical challenges that we face. And my perspective on this is because it's really in the center of the body and it intersects with so much. As we work with this, I just want to start saying that your lower back is not your problem. It's signaling to you a message that it's holding too much. It's doing a job that it is not designed for. So what we're going to do is teach it and teach you how to take that load, how to distribute that load better through your body so your lower back doesn't keep screaming saying, hey, I'm carrying too much of life. Let's go into the practices. The first practice is called syncing the breath. Now just notice your breathing. Notice where it's landing in your body. You may be breathing at this point in your nose or in through your mouth. There's no bad way to breathe right now. There's just breathing that is with awareness and breathing that is without awareness. You're not in control of your breath, although we can participate with it. The more we try and control it, then the more the body will reflect that. So here we are stepping into the stream of the breath is happening. And so we can then start to inform where it goes, direct it in different ways. So as we do this, we're just going to direct it with a gentle intent to move down toward our hips and even toward our lower back. Of course, your breath isn't physically going there, but the intent is causing pressure changes in your body connected to your breathing processes. And so then we can set that intent and let the body then follow that. Just notice your breath and breathing down toward your hips, down toward your lower back. You may even find it helpful to picture there was nostrils on your lower back. And what might it be like to breathe in and out of those nostrils on your lower back? So just notice already what's unfolding, just as you're bringing your attention down toward your hips and breathing. Notice the movement that's happening. You may notice your hips are informed by the movement. Your lower back may be informed by the movement. You may be noticing areas that may be resisting the breath. Just keep knocking on the door, allowing it to open over time.
More movement is not better, so just watch. It's not like if there is more movement happening with the breath, then it's better. It's just like watch and be sure that the pressure change is there. If you're feeling it now or not, just observe. And over time, it will be shown by itself.
There's a saying of that nerves that fire together wire together. And so there's some rewiring that may be taking place here. And so the more we repeat an action or an intent, the stronger that action becomes over time, the more your nervous system learns that. To help that along, you can even place your hands down on your lower back as you breathe. So this can then start to give you some kinesthetic feedback to then start to notice, okay, there is some movement that I'm registering as I'm breathing. I didn't even know that I could move that area just with my breath alone. You can keep doing this seated. You can do it standing. You can do it while you're walking around. So the next practice we'll go into will be around supporting the hips to stabilize. And so with this, you can place your hands on your hips. Again, you can be seated or standing, or really in any stance or position. And just as you breathe down into your lower back, just gently rocking the hips back and forward. You may be noticing that your hips may be habitually stuck in one place, forward or back, or they may be one side's forward and the other side's back. They may be twisted. We're not trying to untwist your hips. We're first just starting to establish a connection with the hips. See its relationship with the lower back. See its relationship with the knees. See its relationship with your feet. So above and below, we're starting to rock the boat and see those relationships all the way from the hips to the head and from the hips to the feet. See how your lower back's in the middle there. If your hips are stuck in one position, see how your lower back may have to hold to compensate for that. So if there is a bit of protection in your lower back, a feeling of, oh, I can't let go, I've been holding on so long. There's no need to force that. Just this gentle motion is starting to show your body, to show you that it's safe to start to move and trust in your body.
Just these little movements can already bring some intensity. So just, yeah, be gentle with yourself and with the body in this moment. It's not about pushing, it's more like an invitation to allow supple movements to happen.
You may notice as you do this over time that it starts to feel like a wave is developing. That then as this movement's happening from the hips, your spine may start to wave. And if that happens, just let that naturally happen without thinking about trying to do it. It's like cracking a whip. You don't control the whip cracking itself. You just initiate and then let the whip crack. Same here. We're just initiating the center of the body moving and then letting movement ripple out. So the last part is supporting the fascia around the spine to unbind. Lots of ways that we can do this, but here's a useful way that you can explore. So you can give yourself a big hug and then just start turning to the left and to the right. And as you do this, you can even look over the shoulder. So we're creating this spiral through the spine. And just work with your level of tolerance, your window of tolerance to move. So to start off, we're breathing down into the hips and just rocking from left to right. Imagine that your head is being gently pulled up like a blade of grass being plucked from the ground. We're gently starting to elongate and lengthen the spine. And then you can find yourself in a little bit of an end range where you may feel some tightness. And then just take a couple of breaths. You can do this through the mouth because then we'll bring a bit more volume of air in. So just going Taking 2 breaths and then slowly breathing out. And if you'd like, you can deepen a little further and then take another 2 breaths. And then we can return and do that to the other side. So turn in the opposite way. Taking another couple of breaths. Inhale, inhale. We're increasing the volume of air through the body. We're decompressing the spine, increasing that level of intra-body pressure and stability. So you're creating space for your nerves. And then as you breathe out, slowly exhale. It's like we're sinking back down into the body. So it's not a jolt. So then we can start to find new positions to relax into. So we can continue this going from left to right or right to left, either just dynamically or we can hold in that position and take that double inhale, filling up and slowly exhaling. So let's talk about how we could combine these for a practice that you could explore. So you could set yourself a timer for 3 to 5 minutes to start. Take a seated position or a standing position and connect with the breath. Get the breath moving, starting to breathe down toward the lower back, down toward the hips. Continue that for the time. If you need some rest, take some rest, and then move to stabilizing the hips, rocking the hips back and forward within your window of tolerance, starting to just soften into it, building trust in your body, building trust in your back, in your hips, and all the areas below and above that are connected. See if you can establish a wave-like motion as you breathe. Continue that for a period of 3 to 5 minutes. And then give yourself a hug. Turn your shoulders one way and your head looking over the shoulder, lengthen out the spine and just breathe for about 3 to 5 minutes. After you feel acclimatized to this, you can start to just deepen into where you feel some tightness and then deepen the breath a little further. So really it's an exploration. Repeat that for 1 to 3 rounds. And then notice, how does your lower back feel after that? What did you learn about your body through the process? Not just so that you could do that practice every time you want to release lower back pain, but so you could do that practice so you could get to know how your lower back connects with the rest of your body, how you are connecting with your body, and then how that can shift how you move through your world each and every day.
It's not about forcing change in the body or in the lower back. It's more about creating space that the body is able to move more freely. And so you are able to move more freely. And maybe that's the different point of view when we talk about movement and when other people are talking about movement. We are not trying to change, we just opening space because we know that change is happening all the time.
We're just to get in the stream
Yeah.
and to stop resisting change. So anytime you want help with that, it is really an art to reconnect with the body, particularly if you've been experiencing pain for an extended period or traumas being held in your body or you've been feeling disconnected for a long time. We help you reconnect safely with the body to reestablish trust, to reestablish acceptance. And this process is not just physical, it affects you at all levels, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually, if you want to look at it that way. We're looking at how we're moving through life and how is that reflective process informing us about our habits and where we can get stuck and where we try to control. And so then we can start to just come back and be present in our life, be with the stream of change that's happening in life. And that's when things, in my perspective, start to get a lot more peaceful, where we accept that I'm in this vessel, it's always changing, and I get to learn about how to live in it, and I get to learn about how it can carry me more gracefully through the process of life. So that's what Moving Past is all about.
Thanks for being part of this video, and yeah, enjoy what we shared and reach out if you need support. Bye bye.